The United States Army Tank Automotive and Armaments Command, better known as Tacom, and its subordinate Life Cycle Management Command is part of the United States Army Materiel Command. Tacom manages the Army's ground equipment supply chain, which constitutes about 60% of the U.S. Army's total equipment. If a soldier drives it, shoots it, wears it, or eats it, Tacom sustains it. So, according to these professionals, what is the single biggest cause of damage to military small arms?
Incense we have burning.
If there's paint on that, I think there's a problem.
It's not paint?
I shouldn't paint it.
Okay. Just making sure. There's a lot of black stuff coming off, so.
It's just carbon.
Okay. So it's turned bronze.
Well, that might be the color of your brush rubbing off on it.
But it makes it look shiny, so you can't really argue.
The biggest single cause of damage to small arms is excessive and overzealous cleaning. Most of the damage is done because soldiers and Marines are trying to make the weapons totally clean, as in shiny, as opposed to doing proper maintenance. The technical manual provides guidance on the maximum level of disassembly and maintenance necessary. You don't have to completely disassemble, and you don't have to completely scrub every part to maintain it. It would be better to think in terms of maintenance instead of thinking in terms of cleaning. Consider an automobile engine. Maintenance is required, which involves changing the lubrication and the filter. You don't take it apart and scrape the pistons off every time you drive it. Do the same thing with your other internal combustion engine known as a firearm.
Now we're going to take a quick look at your bolt itself, making sure that it's free of carbon, not removing your parkerizing.
Excessive and overly forceful attempts to clean can cause very real damage. The end of your muzzle, the crown, is very important to the accuracy potential of a rifle. Jamming metal rods, bending them inside the bore, is only going to set up the potential to damage the barrel and the crown. In addition to excessive wear from overzealous scrubbing and cleaning, the use of harsh solvents also does damage because we're so consumed with trying to make it really clean, you end up using solvents which strips away any protective finish. Using something appropriate like CLP, cleaner lubricant preservative, provides preservative to the metal surfaces, which means it helps prevent rust. If you make sure it's completely and totally clean and shiny, you're stripping away any of the preservative that's there to ensure the metal remains protected. This is the M16A2 that was issued to me by the Army Reserve Marksmanship Program from 2004 to 2018. I had it in my personal possession that entire time. I averaged more ammo per year through this rifle than many platoons will shoot during their annual qualification. I did regular maintenance every time I shot it, but I never cleaned it that entire time. Now, your arms room NCO probably would have rejected it as dirty, but from 2004 to 2018, I never had a malfunction or stoppage with this rifle. As far as maintenance, the only thing I used was CLP. Seriously. My procedure was show clear, go to condition green, shotgun the M16. I would use CLP on an issue cleaning brush to address the breech face, the face of the bolt, and remove any crud that might come off. I never made any attempt to get it all off. Then I'd wipe the bolt carrier off with a rag. Then the inside of the upper and lower receiver, same deal. As far as the barrel itself, I used a pull-through cleaner, generally preferred a bore snake, anything like that would work, 1 or 2 passes, and that's it. Again, I made no attempt to get anything clean. I was making sure everything was maintained. A light coat, a light film of CLP over all the metal surfaces, and then a light coat, a drop or two on the articulating surfaces where you had metal on metal contact during firing. And that's it. That's maintenance. It's not clean, but it's very well maintained. Criticize me if you like, but I'm the one that went from 2004 to 2018 shooting the same rifle without a single stoppage or malfunction. The origins of this incessant insistence upon excessive cleaning are based in truth. Over a century ago, when black powder was common, you couldn't leave weapons stored dirty, or you'd ruin them in storage. The same was true with the first versions of smokeless powder. The types of primers used, if left uncleaned, would ruin weapons in storage. It was common for militaries to maintain a 1-to-3 cleaning ratio. That is, if you shot the weapon once, you would need to clean it 3 times because you had to get all this residue out, or it would quite literally destroy the weapons. This has not been true since the 1940s. That means the military is maintaining excessive amounts of cleaning based on a need that ceased to be true over a century ago. Seriously now, stop it. Thank you for watching. Please like, share, and subscribe. And share this with some of your military friends that continue to wreck weapons with needless amounts of cleaning.